This is the Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio. This is the Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio.
Therefore, you muted. You mute.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, folks. Or I was kind of muted, but I want to say welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia. My name is Linford Goa, and tonight we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful show on this beautiful Friday evening. With the time exactly 3 minutes past 9 o'clock, our regular time. We want to apologize for that little glitch. I had some technical glitch. I couldn't really make it on time. That's why we were kind of two minutes late, so to speak. But we want to say better late than never. Welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia, where we do discuss the issues. If you're joining us today for the first time, we want to say welcome to you. And for those of you who are our regular listeners, you know exactly what we do here. This is where we discuss the issue. Tonight, my colleague Paul the Lord Children will be joining us, and probably the other panelists, or Francis Mensah, and the rest of them. Jamal Kamara cannot be with us, he's busy, and with this, religious activities. We respect our very religions, and so we gave him that time. He has that time to keep in solemnity, that is to be very solemn, in his activities. So, but he's with us in spirit. He's contributing. So we like to say kudos to all of our Muslim brothers who are, fasting for this month. I know it's not an easy thing. Sometimes I try to fast, but I know what it is, even for a few hours. What do you think about going through it for a whole month? So we want to send out happy treat to all of our Muslim brothers that are having the Ramadan, or serving the month of Ramadan. We are with you in prayer. We are with you in spirit. We are with you in the prayer together. And like I said, my colleague Paul, the Lord Children will be here. And Paul, I hate this word, but I almost use it on you. You look great. You're looking great. Let me just plug my computer before I continue that story. I will tell you a story about that. Let me plug my computer, guys. Sorry for all of the little technical things tonight. Okay, but there is a story about telling somebody you look, or you're looking. There was this guy who was a very good worker in the office of the manager, and his manager was a woman. Every day, the woman can dress well and come to work, and the guy he admired his own manager. But then one day, this woman dressed exceptionally well when she came, and the guy said, jokingly, trying to praise the woman, and say, "Wow, boss, you're looking great today, oh. Just by the wall, you're looking great today." So the woman said, "Wait, so you mean all the other time I can be coming, I don't look great? I'm looking sloppy up today?" She said, "In fact, I don't think I can keep you in my office." And the poor boy went, "Oh, and he said, no, I try to say, but why me today? So all the other time, he been hating me." So, every time I go on Facebook, when somebody take birthday picture or something, "Oh, you're looking great." So what you mean you looking? Say you are great. Never say you're looking. That means you are not great, but you're just looking. But people don't understand it. So, but Paul, I want to say you're looking great. But I want to say you are great. And welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lynn, for happy to be back. Good evening to our listener audience as well. Yes, I look great and I'm looking great. It's good to look great. Sometimes
you are great.
And I came from work, hurried, rushing for this podcast. So yes, to sit here and commit myself to the platform. Yes, indeed, I look great. Well, how are you?
I'm great, and I'm very happy that today has been a tough day for me too. Um, uh, I've been up and down and trying to beat time, and this is one thing that is our enemy: time. You cannot beat time. No matter what you do, you can have enough time on your hand to do something, but sometimes when you look, the time is going. So but I was able to beat it some kind of way, or it beat me, and I managed to survive it. So here I am, and I'm great. And like you said, we're all rushing to get on this podcast. And of course, for those of you who watch us do these things, maybe you think it's much easier. It's not as easy as you may be thinking. You have to put your heads together. You have to look for the material. You have to know what the people want to hear. And so sometimes we spend hours in the background working. But Paul and the rest of the team, we all doing well. We always on time. Even if we are not available, we make contribution to the other group, and then we get the show going. But Paul, I know you will tell us, or we'll discuss some of what we'll be talking about tonight. But I want to put out this information first, which is very, very important. And and I want the Liberian people, especially those of you in Europe, to know. And I will tell you a little bit about it. Okay, this flyer you see up here, sorry, we can't make it any bigger than this, but I can make it big from my side though. Uh, it says consultative meeting of Liberians. Okay, and it will be sponsored by the European Federation of Liberian Associations. Okay, or the Federation of European Liberians. It's EFLA. Okay, that's European Federation of Liberian Associations. EFLA. EFLA. This is going to be in Belgium, in the city of Antwerp. It's going to be on the 25th of May. So it's a business meeting. It's like the brightest minds from Liberia in the diaspora will be meeting, especially in Europe. They will be meeting to put their minds together to see how we can start helping young Liberian entrepreneurs or that are living in Europe, and even those of them in Liberia. So Paul, probably there is something that you'd like to add to this.
No, the thing in the event, as you clearly said, the event will be about Liberian entrepreneur, and there'll be a workshop on that day. We'll have few guest speakers to talk to us about their success and how do we help our brothers and sisters back home in Liberia, and what can we do from Europe instead of everything is where bulk of our brothers and sisters live in America, but yeah, the huge Liberian community across the Europe here. So we tend to do something great. So this forum will be great, and I will be attending this forum also. So yes, I'm looking forward to this in May.
Okay, so guys, for those of you joining us from Europe, or even if you're in Liberia and probably you got some time in May, it's going to be the 25th of May. You can book your flight and come and hear what we have to say. I say we because it's us planning it, and so Liberians around Europe, you can start making your way there. Try to May it's going to be like almost the end of the spring. So by that time the weather will be good. You can come. We're going to have some barbecue. We're going to have some other things to do. So you can come and let's share fun, but not only fun, but let's discuss serious things about Liberia's future, the young entrepreneurs, people that want to go into businesses. Because the reason why we undertake some of these initiatives is that everybody depending on government in Liberia for employment, and so people will almost do anything, even the impossible, just to be able to be in the lab land, so that when government takes over, they can remember them. And most of the young people you see doing all the, I would say, not because they want to do it, but because that's the only way they can get to get something to do. But I will be coming back. And Paul, just before we take our short musical break, we want to tell us what are some of the things we'll be looking at tonight?
Well, thank you, Lynn. For I think there's a lot of revelation that happened in Liberia lately. And interestingly, we'll be looking at Yeke Koluba revelation that he made, that he been bribed by the government. We'll look at that video and we'll dissect what is in there.
Mm.
We'll also look at the dismissal of the deputy director of NESCA. Why was she dismissed? So those are the issues we'll be gearing up to.
Okay, and also we'll be looking at the
key one.
The key one, which is being sponsored by Uncle Seb.
Yes, the letter that were written, personal letter, open letter that are written to the Liberians across the globe and home. That letter will look at it. Why is the American now going on sending an open letter? Is that a code of threat? We'll look at that letter as well. So is this ambassador at large, Van Schack, what her name again, Linford?
Bev
Van Schack. Yes. Her letter, she was in Liberia recently, and now she's now thrown in boxing. They call it the jackal. Some serious punch she throwing at the government. Do something or we act. That's the meaning of we'll look at that letter later on. So yeah, you have interesting topic. And then maybe we'll close up with this order that have been sent for George Weah administration. It's something that fascinating. Maybe something we can talk about.
I think we have something to talk about tonight, and you viewers, the only thing we want you to do, stay right where you are, share the show, grab a cup of coffee, or if you know what I mean, you can get small things around you that you'll be sipping on or munching on, and then invite your friends to listen to us. And because not that we know plenty or we know all, but we want you to be part of the discussions. Your comments will help us to even have more ideas. But quickly, we'll take a quick musical break. And while we're on the musical break, we'll ask you to share the show, and then we'll be back.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us a little and abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, oh. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the corrupt. I said no one to trust. My people, no one to hope on. Nobody. My hope that I have been broken. I'm telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they go knock the borough ever. With the promises that let us do all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw it frustrate us. So why can you lie? Why can you steal? Why can you allow the citizens to be? You see, we just tell you that why we vote tell you. But you fool us. You screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie.
The government lied to us, they betray us, they fool us, then they later on abuse us. But at the same time, they want to audit. You know, Paul, I don't know if you still remember when we were small, we used to hear the word. I mean, this saying, it's a famous saying that steal from Steve make God laugh. I steal from Paul, then Peter stealing from me, God just sitting and laughing. Then I want to go hold Peter responsible for stealing something that I stole from Paul. Can you imagine? So you know, it's laughable when I hear United Party pushing to audit. But again, this is something that all Liberians have been waiting for. That there will be no impunity. That there will be strict rules that if this thing you're not supposed to do it, do not do it. Do not even attempt to do it, because it will have consequence. But we'll be talking about the audit. But I just wanted to relate it to this song where the same United Party that had all the Kenya on the head carrying it, then they want to laugh at somebody uno Kenya, or they want to mock somebody for having their uno Kenya. But we'll see. So Paul, let's say welcome again to our viewers. I see a few people here. Lawrence Kasima, welcome. I think it's a new person. If you're watching from Liberia, please share the show to your contacts. But Paul, we said we'll be talking about the letter written by Beth Van Schaak. She's the U.S. Ambassador at Large for Global Justice, Global Criminal Justice. And, you know, the title of this woman bears is not one small little title that anybody can just hold. I mean, they're talking about global justice, global criminal justice. That is the whole world. So this woman, she can work in Liberia while she's in America. She can work in any part of the world while she's in America. And this woman has been frequenting Liberia, even during the George Weah administration and now the Bouakai administration. And she was in Liberia recently. I think she just ended her week-long visit. And while she was in Liberia, I recall she made a series of appearances on local radio stations and television stations. I saw Clarence Jackson interviewing her, and also we did play an excerpt from that. And she said the U.S. is committed to the establishment of war and economic crimes court in Liberia. That means the U.S. will do a lot to support the process. And she just wrote an open letter to the Liberian people. They straight, not to the government, but to us. Because Liberians make up the government. If we don't vote, we don't have president. And so, Paul, what is this telling you? I mean, regardless of the content of the letter, what she said in the letter, but the idea that this woman that America has appointed as their ambassador at large for global criminal justice, if she's calling on Liberians to push harder for the establishment of war and economic crime school, I mean, she's saying that you're doing, you got to do it. And when she talks to Liberians, she wants Liberians to pressure the government indirectly. So what does this tell you? What's going on here?
Linford, I think the last show we had, it was something that we talked about. Say like, and me and you had this argument, say the people don't want to bring this thing. You said because the president committed to the war and economic crime code, he made a commitment to the Americans, it would come. Now, if you follow Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and George Weah administration, right? What happened? They did do a 360 on this. They avoided it. And President Burkhardt committed himself to the process. It was welcoming for the Americans. And he made an initial move by inviting Allen White to Liberia, right? So everybody in Liberia want this thing to happen. He made a commitment. There was video circulating around the place that they were going to do it. Then all of us blue, the old man and his people now start dragging their feet. And this is what the Americans now are not. It's an open warning. This letter that I think before we get into the letter, you need to read the letter. Let's put this out first. And then we can talk about it because I think it's an open warning here. So let me see here. Hold on. That's Front Page Africa. Linford, take us through. And
okay.
I guess with all the gruesome images to our viewers, say sorry, but this was reported by Front Page Africa.
Okay. That is the Front Page Africa version, but I got a Daily Observer version here that I want to read.
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. It says here, Beth Van Schack, U.S. Ambassador at Large for Global Criminal Justice, has lauded, meaning has praised. Be careful, listen to what she said. The Daily Observer started the story this way, that this woman has praised. To laud means to praise the Joseph Boakai administration for making strides, that mean efforts, towards establishing the War and Economic Crimes Code. But as I read it, I'll make it simple so the people can understand. Because some people will say, oh, but how the woman will push, we tell Liberian people to push, and she praising the government. This is very tricky. Paul, listen to it very carefully. It's very tricky. I know Paul has said he will do something, but Paul is like dragging his feet. He doesn't want to do it. Paul was supposed to take me to the club or to the bar so we can have some good time. But every time Paul look at me, Paul like he even care. He even remember it. There's him. Man, Paul, yeah, but I praise him. I mean, I promise he made it already, my man. Yeah, go. I know he can carry me now. Anyway, in a way to make Paul to be obligated. You understand what I mean?
That's right.
That's what the woman is doing. The woman says, yes, the Waka government did well by initiating the whole process, making efforts to establish the War and Economic Crimes Code. In the second sentence, it says, in an open letter to the people of Liberia after a week visit, Schack, that was last name, Schack said, when there is no accountability for the worst crimes known to humankind, it undermines the rule of law and contributes to corruption and lawlessness. The same woman who praised, she said, in a country or anywhere where there is no accountability, where anybody can do anything and walk free, you can grab somebody, cut that throat on the street and walk free, that can undermine. In other words, it can dig honor. It can dig honor a whole society. There will be corruption. You can do corruption and go free. You can commit any crimes and go free because nothing will happen to you. She continues. As the ambassador at large for global criminal justice, I, not me, she, this is quotation, we say what she say. As the ambassador at large for global criminal justice, I, or Van Schaak, see on a daily basis around the world, I told you about her assignment is around the world, right? How entrenched impunity for atrocities harms not only the direct victims of those crimes, but all of society and the very fabric of a nation. You hear what she said? She said, in her job as the ambassador at large for global criminal justice, she always see around the whole world, how not only in Liberia, but around the world, how the deep entrenched that means deep impunity. Impunity also means, for our people who do not understand it, it means so you do something, you go free. Yeah? Like don't care attitude. How it can harm not only the people who you do something to, but the entire society. Because you grab a son, you beat him, then nothing happened to you. I go to police, if I go, I can't do nothing. Then I go and grab somebody who knows something to beat him. Then when you know, everybody starts saying, okay, I think we can start beating people. We can do anything we want. That's what the one is trying to say. She said, in any country, anywhere around the world, she has been seeing it, that where people do things and get war free, it can not only harm the people who you're doing it to, but the entire society will get plunged, will get involved into it. Because you do it to me, I do it to Paul do it to Peter do it to somebody. Then what happening now? Everybody doing it. She said, Liberia's 14 years of civil war, which took place between 1989 to 2003, did not only kill approximately 250,000 people, maybe more, but many people also left the country, including me. Many people living in the diaspora, okay? And she said those people went as refugees. Refugees means somebody who didn't get a place to live, okay? Women, children, especially small girls, were raped. And people mean too, they were raped. And everybody was killed. People were killed. Whether you old or you young, they were killed. And the warlords also recruited small picking them, baby them, get them gone to go for a war. Children, they know nothing. They ain't got no responsibility. They ain't get children. So they can say, me, I get child, so I can look at somebody who no child and kill them. They get small boys. So, in a nutshell, she's asking Liberians to push hard for the establishment of the war crimes code so that the people who are responsible, not the people who fought the war, not everybody that fought the war, but people who organized the war, people who started recruiting the people and bringing them together and giving them guns to go and do the bad thing so they can go answer. They're not just going to grab you, John Brown, yeah, you are a warlord, we're going to put you in jail. No. You're going to explain why you're picking warlord, what caused you to become warlord. And when you're warlord, what you did. So this woman is calling on all the Liberian people to push hard for the establishment of such court so that people, every day, small thing, we say Prince Johnson, maybe Prince Johnson will be free. So Prince Johnson can go and tell the Liberian people why he established war and warring faction. Maybe the court will set him free. Then nobody will be calling him again. But if Prince Johnson does not go, or no war crimes code, if Bondnigga does not go, and no war crimes code, to go and explain every day, oh, that Bondnigga, he should be Bondnigga, he be killing people, he be drinking children blood, oh, that Prince Johnson kill people on Conway base. Because we want to, now I'm making it simple so you can understand. That's why this woman is calling on Liberian people to push our government, even if we can protest, if we can all assemble to the president mansion and say, Mr. President, you can sign this thing, Liberian people should do it. That's the whole essence of the letter is long. We're not going to read everything inside. But that's the point she's trying to make. She said, in a country, the main point here is in any country where no law and order, where anybody can do anything and go free, that whole country is doomed. That whole country will experience bad thing. That's what the woman is trying to say. So she's saying she already praising the president for starting the process. So she wants the president to continue, and we like people must put more pressure on our government to do it. So, Paul, I mean, that's how much I can explain the letter. We're not reading it the quick people way, we're saying it the way our Liberian people can talk, so we all can understand it.
Well, thank you for making it simple, Linford, and I really enjoy the way you put it in a very simplistic way that people can understand. But if you look at that letter, I think it's a warning to the Liberian government in particularly.
Yep.
That don't take us for granted. You made a commitment to sign. What making you to drag your feet is no go area. That's a warning. And what if American ambassador going and sending an open letter? There's something coming after that open letter. There's the scene there, they telling the public that wake up and rise, do this, and anybody go after you, we will wash your back, washing them. They telling people the critical voices, your waker, you say the truth, you call your lawmakers, you call your senators, even if it calls for you to protest, your protest. If anybody dare to test you, the American will step in. That's the warning they give him. And the people who playing games, there'll be a big shock in the whole thing. And since the president is committed, they said he have the letter on his desk. He just need to sign it and send it to the UN Secretary General. That's all. And every now they playing this little delay tactic for some reason best known to themselves. Why is it that the lower house passed it and the upper house refusing? The simple answer was
you know that the whole upper house here is full of the people.
Exactly.
That warlord, where he come from? He in the upper house. PYJ, that warlord, he in the upper house. George Bully.
George Bully not in the house anymore.
Yeah, he's not in the house. But what I'm trying to say was that all the people, they still pushing button.
No, Linford, let me make the thing simple.
Okay, help me.
You see, they just got two warlords in the upper house. There may be three because we learned that Edwin Snow. So the handful of them, not them. It's the economic criminals that are in the upper house that then refusing the thing. Nathaniel McGee was sanctioned. Bill Traore was sanctioned. Albert Chia sanctioned, right? Where are they? They're in the upper house. Combine them with the war perpetrator in the upper house. Apart from that, apart from the essential people, Liberians, you remember because the Alan West said on SKTV interview that they want the war economic code to start from December 1989, when the war started.
December 24th.
1989. That's when they wanted things to start from. So the economic criminals in Liberia, they are more than the war, the people that sort of the war perpetrators, right? Now, under Charles Taylor, there were traveling ban polls on a lot of Liberians, and those people that were because of economic crime. Today, Bernard Ure cannot go to the US. He on our list. Syrian Ali is on our list. The name goes on. They stay in the country, and these people have money. They also against the fact that economic crime will come to Liberia. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president, she told the Liberians that corruption was the big, and she took responsibility of her own son. $45 million loss from no car. That's economic crime. Omer Barker served under Ellen Johnson for 12 years. There is no audit on the budget that he was receiving for 12 years. No audit on any of them. There were a lot of fireplace under the Ellen government, and a lot of them stay around. Will those people bring economic crime on themselves? So these are the people that are around fighting the thing not to happen in Liberia. Until that happens, the U.S. will not stop until this happens in Liberia. And that's the fact. The people don't want economic crime to come. I'm not talking about all of them in favor of the war crime, but the economic part is the big stumbling block in the whole thing. It could be also maybe because when one of the things that they didn't take into consideration, when that letter is sent, the United Nations take over your country. What are the Elio, Joseph Barker, George Weah, all of them will come to that court when they found guilt, when they allege that they stole, they will have to go there. It have no boundary. So they now realize that no, the team will be putting ourselves into this. So that could be the reason why they're delaying. But they now, since Omer Barker committed himself to the American, he cannot drag his foot. They will come after him. There's no way.
But Paul, let me ask you this question. With all those names that you just mentioned, they stay alive. A lot of them, they stay alive. A lot of them got money. And if they stand that ground and say, "Look, you President Waka, you're not signing that paper. We'll protect you." What do you think is going to happen? Will President Waka rather, stand with them, or will he honor his commitment to the Americans?
Right. For history tells, we've been around for a little while. History tells what happened to Tobo. When Tobo went against the Israeli, remember the speech that he gave in the UN, that Palestine and Israel should have their own thing, and it didn't go down well. What happened? 1980 came. When Doe became the darling boy of the U.S., and they didn't see any interest in him, what happened? Civil War came in Liberia. And we just played this woman interview last week, Elizabeth Blunt. What she said, the Americans and the French and the British and the Ivorian hand were in Samuel Doe's death. History tell all, when Uncle Sam said they're going after you, no matter what you do, they will come after you. So, and this are people we rely on. So there's no way that the names I just called can protect the president on this one. It's all Liberians that want it, and not handful of people that will deny what we want.
Yeah, but people again, I understand exactly where you're coming from, and even those examples you gave about even the very Taylor.
Exactly, Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor. Taylor, who was supposed to break here in America, where when you're calling from Liberia, he can break here in America and go free. But he broke here with 7 others. They were able to arrest the other 7 people. When they get arrested, and this St. Taylor, was in Nigeria, and when the war crime school was established in Sierra Leone, and they wanted him, then he was supposed to be running away again from Nigeria to go where nobody know, and then they got to catch him at the border with Benin. So and Noriega will be plucked out from way Panama and brought to America and put in jail. You will not see anybody say fine in Panama. Gaddafi will be sitting in Libya. He's supposed to be bad man, war star. Gaddafi will be dead. Saddam Hussein was supposed to be having weapons of mass destruction. Saddam Hussein is dead. Nobody even found pistol inside. Pistol compared to weapons of mass destruction in Saddam house. or in Iraq, and the list goes on. But again, it seems as though our people do not learn lesson, and Liberians, if we have not learned any lesson the hard way, we should look at people or other countries that learn the hard lesson, so that we will not make similar mistake. No, all these examples are giving like, with Panama or with Gaddafi or with Saddam Hussein, America doesn't have to use force, any force on Liberia. One simple force, block all the loopholes where we can go back. Simple. You gotta even hair your hair, America. You gotta hair your hair. Say you go grab it, man. Block all the loopholes. I gonna World Bank. Do not even look at people. Do not even look at the what the other one mean. IMF. Do even honor them. Forget about that. You block those two places, then you call your partners. I'm talking about America now. Call their partners. Say, no, listen. No jokers over there. Do not make business with them. Close, make every hole tight. Then they come on the African continent and block everything. Where will we go? It's just like, when we were small, we used to go catch the passion, right? You block all the hole, then you put the fire to the main hole. You start pumping it. We can't go nowhere. And then you make your jump. I think our country, I think we gotta be careful. Like, our leadership has to be careful for coming.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I think the open letter said it all in for, to be honest, that the Americans don't just send open letter. It's something they've been discussing it, they're getting frustrated. So they're telling Liberians now, you take action. The next thing is, I think it was sometime last year when the American came out, both houses came out with a resolution that anyone that eat American money, if you on the ascension list, they can go in that country and pick the person up.
Of course.
They said it last year.
Yeah, so they're not going to put sanction on you. They can also prosecute you.
Yes. So that letter that woman sent to Liberia, that's a warning. She gave that warning. They will sit and watch. And they have a timetable. They will act. They will not just do it like one rush, but they gave that long road. You know, when you go fishing, if you throw the line, if the fish, for you to catch the big fish, it will check your time. Yeah, the fish will time you first. So, but if you're not patient, you miss it. So you gotta let it swallow the bait, and then when you go further before you can. So they gave Liberia long rope, and that long rope they have a time set, and that time they will add. So all of these things, I guess it will happen, but the pressure now start mounting on the government to deliver what they promised to the American, because our own country, that was Takunje made a music, every government that come, they lie to us. We can't say anything, but you lie to Uncle Sam and you raise their anxiety up, then you want to withdraw. Remember, I'll put this thing, I said there's few countries in the world, you don't tamper with their citizen and then you go free. In the case of Liberia, they let it slide with Ellie, they let it slide with we are. And the American knows the perpetrator in Liberia, time not in their favor. They may get away with it because remember Ahachi Kloma gone. Who next? And as we get older every day, we one step closer to death. That is the fact. Yeah. So, and these people keep driving. Then they know the perpetrator already in the country. They are the decision makers, all that. So this is the reason why the Americans are pushing this. Who killed the fathers in Liberia? These are all Americans. This is the reason why the Americans are pushing this. They want justice and accountability for their people. You remember that 14 years of civil war? The Americans knew what was happening. They sat back. They didn't care. But that is the reason behind the quest, and that's why they're pushing. Their citizens cannot die free in Liberia. This is the fact. Talk to me, Linford.
And you see, this is a fight. I remember when he walked in, and one of Taylor's interview, he said this is a 3-round fight. So even if Joe win the first round, the second round stay there, and the third round stay there. So this is a fight on 3 fronts. Number one, the Americans, they are the major donor to Liberian government, and they're wasting all the money. Then people stealing it. So one of the fronts is like you fighting war. Then you got several fronts open. One of the fronts is the economic front, where America pumping in the money. Then some people get there receiving it, stealing it. The rest of the people. Look at what happened in Makibi. Okay, few years ago, where people sitting down discussing how to divide money that different country gave, so that your country will improve. Your health sector in that particular part of your country will improve. But we will sit there and start discussing how to divide our money that you will not use to benefit the people. So America is pumping the money, and few people enjoying it. The rest of the country is poor, no infrastructure, nothing. And then every year, every government comes, will go to see America. That your well. Every you draw. You can't put water inside, but you get drawing the water from inside. So even the water will get dry sometimes. So America is saying, no, we are not stupid. We can't be giving our money to people and they sitting there. So one front on this war is the economic front. Then the second front is what you just mentioned, impunity, where people would commit crime and just go. And so the American nuns, these are people who were not politicians, killed in cold blood. Why are they on a mission? Why are they working? Why are they helping? You kill them, they didn't get gone. You kill them for nothing. And I still remember this world. I mean, this movie I watched where Chuck Norris said, you take one American, we are Americans, you take one of us, you take us all. Okay? And the last one I said on the show, watch all the American shows. If they go to fight war, you shoot down one American soldier. Several people will die behind that one soldier because they want to get a body. If you get a body, if the enemy get a body, they know they'll discover a lot of things. The information and all this. So Americans will die for their people. So you get 5 nuns. I mean, these were not men, in fact. So these were not people who pose danger to anybody.
Yeah.
Then the next one is you make commitments. Again, naming the fronts that we got to tackle as a country. You make commitment. The last time when we were discussing the issue the last time, nobody have Joe Walker in handcuff to make a commitment to Allen White. Nobody told Joe Walker go invite Allen White to come to Liberia so you can talk. Okay? Nobody said if you don't do this, if you don't call Allen White, we'll do this for you. Nobody forced him. In other words, he did it. But again, let me reflect on the history of our president. And I don't know if the decision to invite Allen White or the decision to commit to the War Crimes Code was taken by the entire government. But again, who is the government? The president. Who is the head of the government? The president. We got to the branches. But the government has that executive power. So whether he alone took the power, the decision to invite Allen White to make a commitment, well, it's not my place to go to investigate because he has a power. But the question is, did he know what he was doing? Did he know the repercussions? Did he know the consequences? That's a question that only he can answer. But the history that I want to give about our president that we all should know by now is that this president is accused of certain people of assuring you that I will do this for you, and when time comes, he will back off. In other words, we say he will betray people or he will dump them. Henry Costa came out and he talked And everybody say, oh no, because that hustler, that this, that. And now Costa, several people have said things about this president. Erin Snow said things about the president, for which he said the president was keeping grudge for him. Okay, so this president is accused of saying things, promising people. Normally, Kanga was promised, according to information we all got, that she will be the second president to him. And he left her. And the same thing with Costa, allegedly. So maybe he thinks he can play the scene star because they say the leper will never leave his part. If you born leper, a leper born leper than leper. Leper baby. You take leper from way Liberia, bring him America, a born leper there than leper. You take it from America, you carry Guinea, a born leper than leper. So the leper will never leave his part behind. So maybe this president thinks that, okay, in order for me to get some money from America, I'll tell them, say, I'll bring a war crime school, but deep down in my heart or on the ground, I will not do anything about it. That's just one scenario. The second scenario, Paul, will be that, okay, the Prince Johnson was a major factor in his victory. So Prince Johnson is a warring fashion leader, okay? He stands accused of committing war crimes. So if, according to what the Americans want, if he, Bouaka, now establishes the war crimes code, it will be like betraying Prince Johnson, and what will happen to his party? So all these things, I think we got to consider. So we got to put all the cards on the table and turn their faces up one by one. You look at this one that Jack, you look at this one that King, you look at this one that 8, you look at this one that 5 of club of whatever. So we got a whole deck of cards, right? So we got to turn it over to look at it, to see what's in there. So it's a lot of things. Nobody can come up with clear-cut answer. Why is the president or the government dragging its feet on the signing of the executive order to establish a war? Look, it's not you, Mr. President, that is bringing this war crimes code. It's the international community. All they want you to do is because it concerns your country. That's why they want your approval. The thing's simple. No, Paul, you are muted.
Yes, Linfo. We the Liberians, me and you people die in our civil war. We hoping people we elect to do something right. When they get it, they refuse. The people that on the other side, America, that we call our mean donors, they are crying more than us in Liberia that we want this to happen. The question is, America say, okay, we don't have to give those people money. The fact is, Liberia strategically in the war with nothing. The places that are important, they can put their money in there. But why is it that the American will pour huge money aside that the one day war economic could be established in Liberia, and they're fighting the more than Liberians? And that's why I said, based on those 5 nuns that were killed, that's why they're pushing it. For me, in the Civil War, we saw what happened. The American embassy sat over there, the military sat there, they let people slaughter each other. But when George Bush gave command, said, tell them to go, the next few minutes we saw 3 warships on the boat. Civil War stopped. They could have stopped that war ever since. But it's because there are people die in that war. And this is the time.
And also, don't forget the economic part. Where they're dumping the money, there few people are collecting it.
Exactly. And they're eating free people taxpayer money, the American taxpayer money. Yes. People that build travel then get rich overnight. People that Nathaniel Magid bidding mostly to bury their mother. So all of that, the people seeing it, that we gave your money for you to send children from stopping, small children sitting between cars. They take the money and build big mansion, rob all the best cars. They live large. The children still selling cold water. No mercy in the hospital. That they put taxpayer money. And now they don't want to do something like that. Say, oh no, it shouldn't come here. Let our chair say, or let's have a palaver and have a discussion. But yes, our chair, when he worked as minister of how they call it, Lance Man, he stole $2 million when Ellen Johnson sacked him. He took that money. Where he went? He went to how they call it, Grand Crew, to go be senator with that money. Today he got economic crime on him. These are the people that are fighting it. So the fact is, these people crying, look, the American will act, but it's just a matter of time. It will not take long. It will happen in this year, and it will force the president to sign that paper. That open letter that the woman sent out is just a warning that something will come up with will hit them hard. So my brother, let's move on. And I hope that when it hit them hard, the United Party, that you said the old man he have a way. He did it with a CPP. We saw that. He did it. He betrayed his own good friend, better than Ure, who were pushing for the big division. We saw all that. His dependable nephew, we saw that. Amara Collins told us he has 7 kind of things that he hated against Ellen. You remember that? Edwin Snow appeared on Snow with the text message that they changed that you will pay for what you did. We saw that. So you cannot do that with the US. Make promises like that.
Just before we close up on this one, I got a parable, that I still remember. They say you can play with your man today, boy. You can't play with a puppy. What am I calling it?
That one from Smoke.
Yeah, so they want you've been doing organized small trade with other people, but they want, yeah. You can't call Ali White taping. You can't, yeah. You sleep in hotel. Then you think, and you make commitment. You see, the funny thing, I don't know how this thing happened. Whether the old method or in secret, but he knew that there were camera there, and he knew that the Americans were recording this thing. And had it not been the Americans who released that piece of video, we would not know about it. The public Liberian people would not know about it. So, what? The old man working government for 45 years, and now he's president, so he knows the in and out of government. People say he's experienced, so we're waiting to see how he's going to work. But the last time you and I had an argument on this thing, and I said believe that he will do it, but he's wasting more time putting things together. So let's wait. Let's keep our fingers.
They don't want to do it. You're being forced now by the Americans to do it, and because this letter now, I have strong hope and conviction that the American will force this. And no, we'll keep. Look, you can write a letter to that woman. Anybody can write letter to U.S. senators. Say, look, we all in Liberia, our senators, our representatives have pushed this far. The senators and the president don't want to do it. They put more fire on it. Not just pen and paper, black and white.
People, and I think, like you said before, it's a warning. And if this warning is going to anybody, it should be the upper house, because the lower house has done its work. It's the upper house. And if people in that upper house who are economic criminals, if they think they can stall any process, that would be, because it's simple. The Liberian people can rise up and say, we don't want you anymore. And the moment you leave power, you'll be nothing.
That's
so
true.
while you're in a house, do not think that you are shielded and nothing can happen to you. Yeah. Even if you are the president, as long as you are elected by the people still have power. Our constitution gives us that power. We get it. It's Article 1. But I think we got to move on to
let's move on.
The next one. And that is,
let's go to Yeke Koluba, because this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
See, and the Yeke Koluba story is a very interesting one. So I think the clip is about 9 minutes, but we can play later and does this. Where something happened, Yeke Koluba. Let's listen to Yeke Koluba and have a discussion.
Honorable Kofa, what will you be saying to me?
Well, the people bribing us to move you, this is the evidence. You can take the evidence. My name is on it, Honorable Yeke. You know, people can be afraid to do the one. Me, I'm not afraid to do nothing. When I suppose say, oh, my name on it, I received bribe from the Minister of State, from Joseph Boakai through the Minister of State, to keep together, to hold together, to move Funati Kofa. Funati Kofa, yes, the leveling man. And I will give that recording too. to Honorable Kofa so he can keep it. They are letting me acknowledge that this is a signature.
How many dollars are we talking about?
$4,500.
We've gathered information as well that this is only for people that support Rachel Kun.
Mama, you late. Like what I said. You late, AC. You know, because you live inside the school.
Information. I'm
No,
not
because you live inside the school, so you come to school late. You know, students are living inside the schools always say they reach the second period. Because of your office there, so you came late. You know, I acknowledge that you went to use the restroom. I acknowledge that. But you know, this is what Joseph Boakai decided to do. Joseph Boakai won't fight. He won't fight for Natikofa. I've been telling for Natikofa. I say for Natikofa, our black state won't move you. I say our black state won't move you. I have said it in the face of people. And this is the evidence that our black won't move him.
Which black were you?
Well, I was in a Rachel Kun black. I was not actually black because I didn't sleep in the hotel. I didn't sleep in nobody's hotel. But I voted for Rachel Kun. When I decided at that time to vote for Fonati, I voted for Rachel Kun.
Wow.
And that is history.
Is there anything that can slow you down?
Let the right thing be done. Let Joseph Boakai start being corrupt. Joseph Boakai brought us to the Minister of State. Yeah, he's the Minister of State. Now who signature this? Your post signature, maybe support no the signature for the Minister of State. Who approve it? Who approve it? The signature will also be on the Yaga TV. So the broker, you're going to check it out. Who the Minister of State get a signature here?
Could this be also a kind gesture?
Oh, you see, okay, I agree. It could be something that give. And I give you call.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Give, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. So when you speak English, I will not entertain.
Yeah, like giving you a gift.
Yes. You know, give under the code of conduct. Section 3.3.3.
Wow.
Talk about cautious gift.
And this could be one of them.
This is one of them.
Right.
Why will you give me gift that is more than $200 US? So you see, why want Joseph Boakai to declare the how much million, the $10 million Liberian dollars?
Yes.
The code of conduct said when you receive it, you must declare within a space of 7 days, right? Me, I declare my own today. Joseph Boakai gave me gift.
Today.
Yeah, I received it today, I declare today. So I challenge Joseph Boakai to declare your own. You see, I'm going by the law, right? The law said when you receive any public or government official, elected official, receive anything that is more than $200 US, must declare within a space of 7 days. So me, I don't work for 7 days. I declare my own today. I received a gift from Joseph Boakai through the Minister of State, bribing me to go against Fonati Kofa to remove him. Because you're high.
Yeah, so
it's surprising.
Yeah,
to see, you know the money, the last more money.
It brought me to a question.
I could carry letting you to Jim. I say, look, I don't want material. You give me 3,000 far. They will not tell me no. Because I didn't work for it. This is stolen money. Joseph Boakai want me to help him to steal.
The Liberian people money.
Yes.
So wait is stealing Liberian.
Joseph Boakai. Minister of State can't do nothing with all the approval of Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai said he want to keep the black together, to remove Fonati. So the only way to keep the black together is to be given up. You know, hey, I was going to wait for the $7,000 US to come.
Oh, another one coming?
Yes, they're supposed to give us, according to my information, they're supposed to give us week after next morning $7,000 US each.
For which purpose?
They still remove out, Fonati Kofa.
Wow.
So
but you know, with this, look, I want to be very careful before somebody set me up.
Right.
People could say, oh, but all the things you get talking, Minister of State giving him money. That is why I brought it one us soon. I really wanted to wait until the 7,000. I wanted also to get off cash, 7,000 US cash. I wanted to wait for it to come so I can put all here and have the press conference. But if I wait and anything get to the public, when I want to say why you didn't tell I say.
You are also scaring the executive to do a kind gesture anytime.
Their business is against the law. Joseph Boakai, I want have money before they do that kind of gift to me. When I was using my own resources to campaign for him, he couldn't give me 1 gallon gas. So we're getting $4,500 US from today to give it to me. Okay. Look, let me tell you something today. I am different from human being. The country is tough right now. I got my family in Ghana. They still can do plenty of things for me. The money here, I could have gone and taken the 3,500 and send money to my family, right? But my supporters will send me money to send it to Ghana to my people. So when one money my supporters give me money, why am I going to take corruption money from Joseph? I'm gonna help Joseph Waka to be corrupt. I'm gonna help Joseph Waka to exploit the people in this country. Joseph Waka went to bombing, he couldn't go to King George. When I somebody in a convoy, you know, on the highway, when I was going to Grand Cayman on the same issue with the B Marty, a convoy was coming and I stopped. I got out from my car when they post something, they start acting that I will do something to Joseph Waka. I say, look at it. What are going to post swear behind me for? When I ask at least to sympathize with them, so you can appreciate the people. The number of votes the poor Grand Cayman gave you to appreciate the poor. You know what I meant to me? He said, my man was coming, my was sleeping in the convoy park by Clay Joshua. Joseph Waka, you be sleeping on the boat, Gary. Joseph Waka be sleeping on the boat, Gary. So I mean, I don't know. So I'm on my way. I'm going to present this to Humble Fonati Kofa. Humble Kofa, Humble Speaker. This is the brave that President Bwaka is giving out to remove you because the Minister of State is not to support. Open it to support a black.
Will you be giving it to him in closed door, or we can work with you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you will not want to press there. Maybe you will have his press conference and knowledge I'll give it to him. Because I'm saying in the public, from here I walk into your office.
Linford? Yeah.
Well. Paul.
Yeah.
Where are we? Where is the country? Where is the rescue team? You know, let me say this. When
sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
My screen gone black. Hold on.
Yeah. Just before Paul sorts this thing out.
Like in the background, thought you see how I can fix this stream. I just thought I can even talk from the back.
Yeah. For those of you watching, or this is technology, many things can happen. But you just listen to the revelations by Yeke Kolua. And from all accounts, you all know that Yeke openly voted or supported the candidacy of President Bwaka. And for Yeke to be coming and lashing out hard on his own candidate who won the election at this time is something that we all should be scratching our heads on. And for those of you who can see and read between the lines and think beyond your head border, you should begin to think. Yeka can do all his things. He moving a cover, so to put it. But I think Yeka sometimes can talk the truth. Yeka has been calling on this old man, on this president, to give account of certain money that he has been using. And the reason that anybody who want to side with Yeke on, for calling on this president to declare his asset and give account of the money he has been using is that this president, prior to his election, just barely 3 months ago, he said he was broke. He lays on loan. That means he does not have money. And if you are on loan, you also need to be paying your loan. So for this woman to be dishing out money, some stupid person will come and say, oh, the man made a president. Yeah, I agree. So when you're president, then you get money creep. So where is he getting the money from? Is it the library people money? Or is it government money? Or where? Because, becoming president does not make you rich right away. Becoming president does not mean that you have won the lotto. Even if you won the lottery today, you're not getting money right away and start becoming. So you became president barely 3 months ago. and you doing all these things. So what is the purpose of giving the lawmakers? I mean, allegedly, I would say, let me still use this particular disclaimer. Allegedly giving lawmakers that amount of money, $4,500 each, and we do know. I think one question the journalist would have asked Yeke was, how many people he thinks receive that money? So
But
it's a huge money.
Linfo,
Yeah.
Yeke said the block.
Yeah.
In the legislature, when they were voting for the speaker, they voted in block, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the block now that Richard Kuhn came from, that's the Unity Party block. People who in favor of him. That's the block that received that amount. So if the block received that amount, it's the block now to influence the other police in a place that to remove Fanatic Kofa according to Yeke. That's the block.
Yeah. So then it means, Paul, it means that I mean, if we do, because the lawmakers are several. So if we do our math, they should be in our house in the Senate. There should be around 30 about them, because we get 15
No,
countries.
this is the lower house. This is the lower house.
Oh, yeah. You know, my whole mind is set on this upper house thing. So so we have like because just Bon County alone, we got like 3-4 lawmakers, several lawmakers. So
they about 73 lawmakers.
73 lawmakers. So if you're going to dish out the money to half of the 73 lawmakers, we're talking about around 35 or 33 people in one block. So and times 4,500, that's a lot of money. And so the question again is, where is the government getting, where is the president getting the money from to dish it out to them? And then the next question anybody want to ask is, why do they want to remove Fanatic Kofa?
So Linfo, let's make the thing here simple. The thing is, if you look at it from a distance, right? And the distance is just if you go on the executive marshal website now, it has been posted that the Ministry of Presidential Affairs under George Weah will be audited. It means the Unity Party now have done a witch hunt. They're going to audit George Weah. They said the entire government, they're going to audit Weah. CDC is now controlling the lower house. And the lower house will be a blocking stone to what they intend to do to Weah. So Fanatic Kofa must be removed. So yet they have control over the lower house. They already have control over the upper house. So you see where Yega Koluba video telling us that removal of Fanatic Kofa, they will control both houses and they will get away with everything that George Weah. They remember under George Weah, because George Weah had control of both houses, they impeached Kamina Janet with ease. See that?
But do you think with the number of representatives that I think the CDC should have more representatives than the Unity Party in the present arrangement?
But you get independence. So remember, that same house, Edwin Snow and how do you call this guy? They both senator now. Corruption King Kong. Ellis Tyler. When Ellen wanted to remove Edwin Snow, and now the same lower house that she started dishing out brown envelope to. Our representative, our money-driven representative, they look. Some of those guys, 5,000 is a big money in they have to see in giving it to them for them to hold it in their hands. To be honest, somebody who was just community chairperson or advocate for nothing, living in a Zine house, all of a sudden, run SUV car, he's in the lower house. any big money that they gave him, it will for his eye or for her eyes. And this is the point that we face with in Liberia. People who go into those to serve their country in Liberia, they are poor people. In the West, people who go to serve, they are people that already made money. They don't care for what they're just going to serve their community. But in Liberia, the lower house or the upper house, that opportunity to be rich. So somebody, you getting 5,000, then you get all of the blue. Somebody gave you the building material store that just gave them 4,500. That alone, if you have piece of land, you start your foundation right away. And for those independent people who coming in that broke also, that kind of money, that big gift for them. So it's easy to use them to remove the speaker. And even the speaker, CDC own representative there, money is the key factor here. And who have the state resources in their hand is the president. And we saw how we are use the state resources. Omebaka have it to a disposal. They can take money. And I'm seeing this. There was a budget just passed. I mean, it hasn't been passed, sent to the House. But that budget, agriculture, they say $5 million. But EPS get $11 million. What they will do with that $11 million? So that money you're talking about could come from where the EPS that they'll receive, and they'll play with it. So this is why it is in Liberia.
Yeah, but and you know the budget is too big. I don't even want to delve into it. I look at it. And one of the reasons is I don't want to talk about the budget is that I'm not, when it comes to financial thing, I'm not too versed in that. I find it even difficult to manage my own little finances. But if you look at the budget, it's confusing. But that's a different issue. We leave that with the financial experts to see if they can work around that. Because agriculture, we've been talking about agriculture, improving the agriculture sector.
But man, you get into the budget, because the moment you start talking, then we'll discuss the budget.
Yeah, so you take it from 4 million to 5 million, then you say that.
Yeah. Then the security, you gave them 11 million. The security, you all say, oh, you wanted to be audited. And then what happened? They derailed the whole thing. Now they withdrew the audit thing from the security and gave them $11 million. How many of them? What would they do? Are they buying special arm or they buying special?
But Paul, that is very simple. Let me tell you. By the time the project came, when they send it to the house, Dillon went and break it down already. Dillon have already broken it down, and those power, there were increments. He had already listed them to improve the gullible public, or to impress the gullible public that the president has increased certain budget for certain sectors, and also they're doing well. But what about the other ones that got questioned? And the reason why they did that is, or what Dillon is doing it, promoting that aspect of the budget, is that where those money went, they will have the opportunity. Remember, the president appointed the heads of all those people. So they will say, we are putting the money there, keep it. Later on, we'll come for it. So when the budget passes, they will go to the EPS and say, but who the EPS guarding anyway, the president? So you call the EPS director, that money, you're still getting money, and the money stay in your budget, okay, we will now break it down. 11 million, you're getting 6 million, the other 5 million, it went back to the government, so that's simple thing. It's just like, or you send me to pass something for you, then I go and say, for politics, he send me that $10, when in essence the thing is $5. So then I get my cut. That's it. What interest does Dillon have? Dillon is now on the budget committee, or whether he's there or not. What interest does he have to be a lawmaker and then act as if to say he didn't want to make a budget? Because the budget comes from the president, from the executive, and it's going to the legislature for approval, for perusal and approval. So you, Dillon, who's supposed to be criticizing this budget or showing critical points, you are the one, praising it and making it.
Leave for stop the thing here. They don't have part of this so-called rescue thing that now came to rescue the people. We fire all over the place. We don't even have fire truck, but then security EPA have 11 million. The whole thing is nothing different, nothing changed. The salary and the job we are government, they call it humanization. Why is it that the people salary have not gone up? Nothing going to change, and this is the fact. And because nothing going to change, it will be, they will always run with something, say, oh, this is good. Look, I'll tell you, because nothing going to change, next Tuesday, we will look at George Weah 3 months in office compared to President Boyka 3 months. The last time, if I check, when George Weah came to office, there's a place they call Doe Community. He built roads immediately. At some point, they put somebody put his statue up. The last time I checked, when Weah was in that first 1 month of his activity, he was cutting rippings that, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But our own, the most experienced person in the first 1 month, that some kind of lay kiosk they put around Boroba, say police depot. Some lay kiosk that you can get a lay carpenter to build and paint it. Is to go do delegation. We're not going nowhere. And this is the fact. So for DeLong, these are people that allow the person to come and rescue the country. So anything like that, he will be the first to jump on it. But for him, and he running away from where Yeke told us that he going to run for senatorial thing. Come 2029, he's going to Grand Bassa County, he live in Mosuralo. So it is where it is. These guys are just cowardly crooks. That's the name I got for them. Let's flow, man. Let's flow. Time not in our favor. Something I want to also talk
the
about.
Next thing on our plate is the dismissal of this lady from NASCO. And you know, I don't know. You can replace. I mean, our constitution is so difficult to understand at some point. Our constitution gives too much power to the executive. Our constitution creates even more doubt in the minds of people who are fast thinkers. The president has the power to appoint and dismiss. Nobody can ask him. But again, do you just go dismissing randomly? Is it because you want to create, because somebody dismissing somebody, there must be some reason. And normally I hear people say government is continuity. Government is continuity. So if I was a minister of agriculture and I got projects as a minister under a previous government, and you come and you the president, you got head on your shoulder, you can think, and you know that my project or the project that I initiated as minister is working, it's going to benefit whether the old government or the new government that you're heading. Will you just go and dismiss me simply because you have that power to exercise, that you can dismiss and appoint? But again, this is the constitution we have.
But Linfo, this woman case is different. If you remember a few weeks ago, this guy in the pink suit, the Boto Cannon brother, and Abi Modar, the rest of them that want to take over the 10-year job. This was the woman that challenged them. And now she has been sacked for what she did. She stood her ground. Nothing else behind the thing.
Yeah, but then this is where, this is where my comment, comes in, or my question comes in. Is it because you have the power to do that, so you just do it?
Yeah, but that's what he did. And if she can sue this president, what the labor laws
also say you can sue the president. The president can sue you.
No. So that is, if her position Now, is if opposition is a tenure position? That's the question.
Well, I didn't know they act that established.
So if her
That's good.
position is a tenure position, she can sue.
I don't know the act. I haven't read the act that established NASCO. And besides that, I don't know whether the tenure position applies also to deputies because she's a deputy director general. But
so if the tenure position, if that applies to her, she can sue the president.
Well, we saw Asset Jackson suing George Weah.
Aha.
And we don't know what happened. I personally don't know what happened. maybe he got some settlement. But I think the best they can do is the government already said that they're going to be people in tenure position, they're going to move you and they can settle you. So maybe it's easy. She can go to court and sue and then she will get settled. That's it.
So Linford, let me ask this question, or let me put it in a way. Liberia had a big earthquake, and group of people came from Guinea with all their rescue mission to rescue Liberia. So you go and rescue the people, then you go out another earthquake on them. It's not rescue. Because this is what the country, Liberia, is bleeding because the unemployment is high. We are 6 million people. We don't know the sense of income or whatever, from what the population grow every day. 78,000 people or 80,000, let's run on it, are employed by the government. All of 6 million people. So this woman here, her family, she may be supporting up to 20 people. Because she didn't support you or she supported Weah, you angry because they challenged you that you took things to seize power, and they said no, you sack her. So that means the people you came to rescue, you can't rescue them. You brought pain to them because this is what they do. And you can't rescue people, one side people, because they didn't support you.
Yeah, but again, then I'll ask the question: why should we cry more than the bereaved? You see, Liberian people, your Liberian people, they are special kind of people. The people told you, if you kill a man, you kill a pa, they will vote for you. The people told you, you not know, they will vote for you. But the people who sending their children to school, then they turn around and tell you, say, vote not important. The people told you, you sick, you ready to die, you old, you're not thinking, your thinking ability has diminished because of old age. They say, we'll vote you. Even if you die, we'll put your body in a casket and bring it and vote. So you think these people thinking? They're not thinking. And that's why this woman has been in government for 40 some more years and then served as vice president for 12 years. So he knows these people. And this is how he plays his game. So, sacking this lady is just one sedition. Somebody that was appointed by George Weah, so sack her, it doesn't matter. The Liberian people that voted this president, they're not thinking about that. Sometimes I read some posts from them, some comments, and I get to wonder if these people really have feelings, Liberian people as a whole. Because we saw the George Weah group. When George Weah was in power, all the people making noise today, they were the ones saying nothing bad will happen under George Weah. Some of them are my very best friends on Facebook. They are the same people who cry why they deny George Weah playing from learning at the RIA. Some of them are the same ones say why they deny George Weah from using the VIP lounge. Some of them are the same people who, every little thing they complain. But when George Weah was there, everything was fine. All they just were killed, they say they died by themselves. So where are we going? These people, are our people normal? No, we don't seem to be normal. Because if my brother or my candidate that I support wins, everything is good. Whether he set a whole country ablaze, it's fine. But if McKennedy doesn't win, and the next person is there, and the person start to do exactly or even more than what McKennedy was doing, I'll be the first to start crying loudly, as if to say, I never see the thing what happening, I've never seen it before. So, sacking this woman for the Unity Party people, oh yes, they don't care whether her family can eat or no, they don't care. As long as you carry the brother of
But
Bodo there, fine.
Linford, the country was bleeding, oh. They came for to rescue. So if you can't rescue, isn't that these people that you sort of rescued? She's not part of, she's not Liberian.
Oh, well, she's now on the rescue team. So
because you're not on a rescue team, so the whole country now, you see the hypocrisy of our country. Do you know?
And that's what I just told you. That's what I just told you. Your people are not normal. When it's in their favor, oh, it's good. I told you, I just made reference. I told you, I got citizen friends who are in my Facebook. We chat, we do everything, we fight, we laugh, we do everything. These were people who, when Joshua was president, whether Joshua PPP for, excuse me for the language, whether he family, everything good. Today, they are very critical of this government. They see even worse thing that Joshua did, if the government just try to repeat the same thing, they will accept to say that's the first time that they have seen it. So it makes me to wonder, to even think about these people that were fighting for Liberian people, because the people mad die, they're not crying. Then we from way on the other side, we don't want to cry for that man. It surprises me, But that's your people, the Liberian people. That this government, the same thing that they fought against is just barely 3 months old, not even 1 year, just 3 months. And that will the 3 month thing will bring us to the discussion on Monday, where we'll be making, comparing Joshua's 3 months into office with Joe Baga's 3 months into office. And this president made some big promises that within the first 90 days, they will get on the ground running. They will achieve a lot of things. And so, they generally blast me, right? They blast me, take several irons and put in the fire at the same time. And all 10 red at the same time. Time to beat it now, you even know which one to beat. You'll forget to the one you're supposed to be with spear, the one you're supposed to beat into cutlass, you'll forget. That's what they're doing. The king, they will audit. They will, no car will get stuck. They will set a war crimes code, and all these things, nothing straight. In fact, they stay appointing. And by the way, yesterday, 2 of my former workmates at the radio station were appointed. One goes to the food and I think food protection, something as Director General, who I will not even make my farm administrator. Then one of them went to, I think, EFBC as a rural director for rural broadcasting, and I sat there, and these were people who, one of them blocked me, the one that went to the food something, he blocked me because I used to post critically against the UP, and so I just look at the whole government. I think it's just a government to award people jobs, people who send praises to them. I'm telling you, the way I supported Joe Walker in 2017, if I had done it in 2023, I would get a job. I would have been appointed, which is not in.
Linford, can you confirm this? Because I was told that this guy called D Flow, who used to.
Oh yes, D Flow is on the list. D Flow is doing using for a formal job. He's deputy director general for.
You mean the guy who said it's oven.
No, nothing. Or the one you're talking about is this guy. He's a Joshua supporter though. It's
Right. I get confused with the two names anyway.
Yeah, but D-Flow is a Tartan guy, the other Tartan guy.
Right.
Yeah, short guy who always look high. I mean, it's just my own observation. I'm not right. I'm not wrong.
Right.
Who always look high when he
Is
talking.
that a guy that can abuse people? Get a perfect key?
Yeah, short, small. I mean,
yeah.
No. There are two. You see, the UPS made up of a conglomeration of funny people. You got them one with a pop art from Nima Kante that they call some Doe, Francis Doe.
Yes.
Yeah. That one is totally high. I can't even say he looks like he's totally high all the time. He can be doing a day to the camera.
Yeah.
Like one autistic child, that one. If Joe Biden point that one, then I'll give up. I'll give on the entire government. But the way you talk about D-Flow, he also Tartan guy. Is he used to support Joshua.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it started because a wholesale guy could also cause women like
yes. Lately, he started abusing people. He was abusing somebody. You can just go to D-Flow unless he was.
So then why they can't get Prophet Key job then? Because he raised money, advocated for them, calls people too.
Yeah, but you don't rule up Prophet Key. Prophet Key might get job, But so two of my
this is the rescue.
The guy appointed yesterday. I say congratulations to them, and there were people. One of them were always saying yes, we agree. Every time I hear myself talk, we are good friends. So that was our joking thing. When I posted anything, he said yes, we agree, and he got a water for agreeing. And the other one, he can live without a government job. He got appointed to the full protection something, director general. This is how the country goes. You got to sing to their tune to get job. I support them coming. Hell no. If Cummings had given me a job, if I'm not, I would tell Cummings what type of job I want. Because that's what I can do. Not money. That's a job that I know that I went to school for. So if Cummings would take me and say, my man, I'll carry you to Agriculture Ministry, if you want to be the Director General, I'll say no. Because I don't know anything about it. I'll not do it. I'll not have output. So, they took my journalist friends and appointed them to funny positions. Yes, that was good. But I think, folks, we've been here for the regular 2 hours now. We're going to be wrapping up. But to recap what we've been talking about, that open letter to the Liberian people from Ambassador Beth Van Schaik is very, very important. And like Paul said before, it's a warning. And if this warning goes to anybody in particular, it should be the upper house. You people in the upper house that are stalling this whole process, you risk American sanctions and you even risk further actions. Why? Because if you stay in the way of Uncle Sam, there are so many ways they can get you down. Like I said before, they know how to use force on Liberia or anybody in Liberia. I mean, when I mean force, lethal force. Simple telephone calls, simple actions can collapse the whole government. You don't have money. Your government does not have money. We beg to live. I was just reading just now somewhere, I think the Daily Observer also, where the Swedish government committed $400,000 for development in Liberia. Now, so what if all these places, these small places will get money to survive? What if you force Uncle Sam to say, no, do not give these people 1 cent because they don't want to comply with the rule of law? What will happen to you? Joe Burger will become unpopular because the country will not have money. They see small money you'll get there, you'll be using it, and some people stealing it. So sooner or later you know that all the money finished because the people who play with the money, they will steal it. People like Delon, people like the senators, you will see all the money. the president will steal your own. When you look, the whole country broke, no more money. Because you're not coming from outside again. So what y'all do? Y'all see that y'all be the same people running up and down here, the government bar. So if this warning from that letter is going to anybody, let it be the senators. And if it comes to you senators, the citizens can take action. And the second thing we talked about was the dismissal of that lady, which is the president's right to appoint and dismiss. But if you didn't appoint somebody, you don't get dismissed then like that. There must be some real reason. But again, that's the law. The law is the law. The law gives our president more power. And so probably there are certain things that you want our viewing public to take home with them. And you know, let's get out of here because, you know, sometimes I get tired with this Liberia thing.
Yeah, my man, I must say, I was hoping that we were going to have the most responsible government, but the 3 months that it looked like the government and we are government, I don't know now who are the most responsible government, because the way this government going, it's not looking a responsible government.
But,
and this is
we'll continue. Please, I beg you, Papa. Let me just come in. You know that this government might just end up making we are a hero and even make we are to think that he can contest in 2029 and to give we are more confidence, because the government is turning we are into hero gradually just within 3 months. Continue.
But this is the point I'm trying to make. What happened here? If you follow Weah came in with this. Let's say he was anxious to do things. He just wanted to make history. You remember Weah came all in the first 2 months. He went to this place they call it Bali Island. How they want to build this thing. Yeah, he was rushing to do things. Inexperienced Weah was rushing to do things. But the most experienced government up to today's date, they still appointing people. That's telling me something. They were not ready from day one. We are inexperienced, but now his government was set. They were not talking about writing their policy proposal called the Pro Agenda. But now we knew LD students were going to go to free school on a we are free. But now we knew that we were building what? Feeder roads. You see the level which we were going.
Yeah, so, but now we knew that teachers or 6,000 teachers or so will come.
We were heading places. But now we knew that Iboma and Elton D, they were going for to build a super highway.
Mm-hmm.
That is the anxiousness that were in we are. Inexperienced. But the most experienced person that worked for 45 years since 1973, honors to government to the highest level, come to office, say he will rescue the country from Kush. And the Kush that he can rescue the country from, they get a budget, nothing in it to stop Kush. That Kush business just died down. This is the rescue team that came up, said the country were so bad, they were going to bring the civil servant salary back to normal. Nothing. This is the experienced government that came in to not make my little child to sell cold water between cars, but the budget show nothing. This is the people that came in.
They increase your education, the educational sector.
That thing that Jeff Momo. I'm being honest. This is the government that came in. Agriculture is the number one on the IRS. The president served as agriculture minister. He served LPNDP, they called him, he did. So that his area. And how much they increased agriculture budget with 1 million. That means we're going nowhere. So what this rescue, they came to rescue us. And this is the truth.
And just to add a little bit, I know it's your turn to wrap up, but yeah, so somebody was even telling me that that 1 million they put in the agriculture sector might just go back to the president because the president has his own agriculture project, and so what might eventually happen is that every other development project or some little initiative, it might be the president. It will go under the the president has his own how you call that um NGO, right, or something like his foundation.
Yeah.
So that his foundation will be signing all the agriculture projects and everything will be going there. Now somebody just suggested. So we got to think about all of these things.
So the whole thing they talk about rescue, it was not rescue. It was opportunity for the last time. And the opportunity, say our people in Liberia, they're good at doing I want to use something to agitate about me. They're good at doing the right thing and the thing that the right thing. How on earth year in, year out, you don't have common sense to make right decision? 12 years under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, they said they were suffering so badly, they wanted somebody. That's why they came up with this slogan, book, will put you there. You put the man with no book there. They say, oh, this guy is so bad. Let me go back to this guy that the guy I'm married to for 12 years that been flocking me. Let me go back to him for you to continue beating me. How can we be so naive in our thinking in Liberia? It just behooves me to be honest. This is the Liberia we talk about, and that's why I keep saying we from Liberia, we are not normal people. Until we can find normality within us, Liberia will do the right thing. We're just not normal. We have many PhD holders when they go to Liberia, they behave like somebody that just graduated from junior high school. Something just fundamentally wrong with us. And this is why we learned it with somebody in the Bible. You quoted the Bible last time and said, you said, me, I'm an atheist because some of the things in the Bible said, once a man, twice a child. That means when you're a baby, you start growing as a child. Then when you start getting old, you turn back to baby. How can you? So they left the men and took another baby again to run the country because the Bible tells us once a man, twice a child. From small, your child. Then when you're getting old, you turn to baby. And Jeremiah Kuhn said it in one of the interview. Okay, Evans said that the old man will be wearing pampers like his dad. So that is the situation we know. You can't bring old person on us. You don't expect better because I don't think the old man is in charge. So that's why the whole country now, in the first 2 months, we see things just upside down. So you see, George Weah, before we close on, you see, George Weah, he's a man because he reached that age yet to turn to a child. So he had that energy to do, although he was inexperienced, he had that energy to do. So George Weah now coming take for nothing glory because we have a child now who is now running the country instead of a man. You see where we are? So where are we heading? We're heading nowhere. And this is the fact. Liberia may not like it. You people get angry over. That's the fact. As things keep dragging on. Well, you say you can't rescue the country. You even have people in place. They got a friend who go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Oh, we want a woman. We don't want a woman. They got to send their own person to fire service. They have absolutely no plan. And because they have no plan, this is where we are. So every day will be confusion. And the way they started with confusion, it will end with confusion. Prince Johnson on the other side threatening them every second. Now they're going behind George Weah. George Weah get money, he get his followers. That country is divided. You go behind George Weah, hey, people started hoo-ha with you. You come on the side with Prince Johnson, hey, rebel post started hoo-ha. So it will be like that until Liberians see reasoning to not put CDC and pull Unity Party back. If they want something different, they have the option. The country going nowhere with these two people. And believe you in me, that upper house, if they may not careful, that order they're going to order George Weah, in the next 2 months, we hear that the lower house will now start reading some kind of thing, say the may not fit for purpose, so it's called incapacitated, and we'll put it on him. Mark this day, what I'm saying, as long as they start with George Weah, people in the lower house too will start with the old man. So the fight is between them. The best thing, 2029, Liberians should go for other people. Then forget about it. Two bad parties did not go for the country. And it is where it is. My brother, I hold my peace. You muted. Linfa, you muted. I'm not hearing you, Linfa.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I was saying, hold your peace, Paul. Tuesday will be here to make a comparison. 3 months, George Weah's term. 3 months, the experienced politicians' term. We'll see what they have, or what they both will be on par with, or what will be the disparity between the both of them. But just to close up, you struck several important points in your closing statement, and the one that I want to take home and to comment on is that if this administration is not careful, if this president is not careful, he might just be opening a Pandora box. Because, I wholeheartedly support auditing the past administration or past administrations, going further down or further back. And because the reason is that if we want accountability, we want people to do away with this impunity, which has been the cause of corruption by itself does not just happen. If there are stringent measures, you see, the country we live in, the Norway we are living. If you are caught with any record of corruption, my friend, it will trickle down to your family, and you will lose everything you get, down to your social benefit. Can you imagine? If they really have information on you. So people are corrupt, but it's very difficult. Okay? Even we, the ordinary people, the common people, any small thing you do, that's why your name not important in the country, your social, because every little thing you do, it follow you. Small thing you do, you will not know that you're doing things until you go to some office, or you call, you want to arrange something, and then they say, oh, what's your social security? Then they say, well, social thing, you've been doing social thing, you get social money, somebody send you $500 last time from America. Your brother send you money that people alone. The last of you say send money. But Liberia, we don't have that kind of system. No check and balance. Nobody checking on you. You can do anything. You become millionaire overnight. Nobody checking on you. And so that's why we got a problem. So the audit is good, but let it spread up. Let it go to everybody. Audit yourself, Mr. President. Audit yourself as first president for 12 years. So when you start from there, then we all know that you are serious. And from there, we can go on. But folks, we don't want to take much of your time. Thanks for being with us tonight, or Toby William and Wilson. You're here again tonight. Well, we want to thank you for being with us all the time. And please try to share the information with your friends so they can be a part of the discussion. Here, we are not a platform that will inflate anything. We'll tell you just exactly what we know and what's happening. We're not causing nobody here. We're not, lie on anybody. That's why the topic that are training is what we discuss. We don't insinuate. Well, I want to say thank you tonight, and we'll be here on Tuesday. But just before we go, you used to have that money. I mean, or that music that says, or anything you do, you get your pay. Something like that. You still got it?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere here we can play it. This is so interesting music. Is still here.
The music. So the people in government who think they can get away, they doing this every day for role, one day for master.
That's right.
One day, Jesus Christ himself might say, okay, they think it's too much now. And then he'll take some action. I'm sorry for using the name. But it's too much now.
It's too much, yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. That one group of people will think that they clever more than the rest of us, man. Hey God. Wow, what do we do, God? What do I do? Take us some Paul.
Okay, on that note, I'll play this music and say good night to our audience, and then you can close.
You see, unnecessary day sleepy on duty. While patients are crying, they having conversation. While patients are dying, they busy chatting on Facebook. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward.
VIP, I want to hear you, VIP.
Other instructors, listen to me. You make the test hard for the students to fail. You giving grades to the student because of money. You giving grades to the student to sleep with them. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward.
Everyone who not to our society.